to the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show. Crowd filing out of MSG on Kids Day as Vancouver scores 3 in the first to beat the Rangers 3-2. Rangers have now lost 4 games in a row. From our Delta MSG studios, great to have you with us. Bill Pito, Steve Alakett. Amazing. Really the tale of 2 30-minute games. All Vancouver in the first 30, all Rangers in the second 30. And the question is, what do the Rangers have to do to carry on what they were able to do in the second half of that game?
Well, right. It was the start that hurt them in this hockey game, right? And look, hockey is a 3-2 league. Whoever reaches 3 goals first typically wins this game. The hard part for the Rangers was Jacob Markstrom. He's one of the best goalies in the league that nobody talks about. As soon as they had that 3-0 deficit, Billy, it was going to be hard to beat Markstrom 3 times. It was going to be tough to tie the game. So that's that. Look, I don't think it's too little too late to say that their third period came up short that way. It was everything they had. They just ran out of time. If that game was 5 minutes longer, the Rangers would have tied it up. They've got to be proud about that. But the one thing here that's going on is it's 4 losses in a row. It's early in the season. I just wonder if the guys in the locker room are going to struggle with keeping hope alive, because that's the tough part. It's tough. It's going to be quiet in the room. They're going to have to take a step back and get ready for the Arizona Coyotes on Tuesday.
I see. First period, Canucks score shorthanded on the power play on an even strength. So it's 3-0 Rangers into the second. The forecheck has been missing, but Jesper Fast able to create a goal off the forecheck. How'd he do it?
And look, that's contagious, right? And that's the player that he is. You can put him on any line, and he's going to play well. But that's what he had to do as an assistant captain right now for the Rangers, to be able to put that A on your sweater. This is what it's going to look like. You've got to be able to go against the other team below their goal line and get the puck to the point. Now, the way that he goes across Markstrom right here, that's what we would call a flash screen. He skates in front of his path, but he also has his stick ready to deflect and make contact there. Now, that's a screen deflection, and Billy, I'll tell you what, those right here, those types of chances are better than breakaways. They go in more frequently, so you can't discount what a great scoring opportunity that was. And for Fost to set that example for the other players in the lineup, as an older guy now, that's a good step forward.
All right, so 3-1 Rangers down after 2. All Rangers in the third, and they pulled to within 3-2 on another great effort by Fost to set up Artemi Panarin.
Right, and that was the slot open again. And we saw that on the first goal of the game, Horvat's power play goal. Kreider missed one a little bit later on in the second period, but that was Panarin getting open in the third period. But again, it starts with what? A Fost forecheck. You need help down there to get the puck jarred loose, and that's what I really liked about this third period for the Rangers. They not only dominated Vancouver below the goal line, but it was the second effort. Watch how Fost chases down Panarin. He reroutes himself here to get into open ice, and his stick is loose for just a split second on that second effort from Fost to gather the puck. And there we go. He gets his right-handed shot loose. It's a one-timer there with a lot of power behind it, and that's the game breaker that he is. And look, this is one thing the Rangers have now in his weapon, the right-handed shot off the one-timer. They didn't have last year. They had it on the power play with Zibanejad, but now they have it a little more at 5-on-5. So if he keeps distributing and then also being able to be the guy that they need, game-breaking situations, that's going to help in the future as well.
You know, Steve, Rangers have no chance if not for Henrik Lundqvist in that second period. First period, Vancouver's 20 shots. Yep. Second period, they got 17 shots, but they didn't score in the second period.
Look, it was the same thing that we saw Friday in Washington, where he had 15 shots, most of which were grade A scoring opportunities. This second period was 5 grade A chances in the first 10 minutes of the period. And keep in mind, for every 3 grade A chances in an NHL hockey game, you're going to get 1 goal. So Vancouver easily could have had 1 in the first 10 minutes, and then through the rest of that period, he took over to the point where, again, everybody steps up and makes it a hockey game. The same way things took place and shook out in Washington on Friday. You need that from your leadership group. Henrik being one of them. He's not going to score for you, but he's going to keep goals out of the net to keep you in the hockey game. That's important because, look, if you're still building this thing up, you need to be in games. You can't be getting blown out. Again, the Rangers are playing meaningful minutes in the third period, but a lot of this work here was Henrik just being miraculous, really, to keep this thing at a score that you were going to be in a hockey game. I mean, it seems redundant because we're saying it night after night, but you need that, and Georgiev's going to have to do the same thing. It's probably going to be him on Tuesday.
All right, so Lundqvist great in the second period. Third period, the Rangers outshot Vancouver 17-6 it looked like they were going to tie the game maybe 4 or 5 different times.
Yeah. Look, and I think just time ran out, Billy. If this was, again, 5-7 minutes longer, we would be going in overtime. And it's that type of a night. It's almost like when a college student starts their first semester, they're 4 or 5 weeks into that first semester, and you haven't done enough homework, you get too far behind.
Got to consistently study, Steve.
Do you know that one, Billy?
You got to consistently study.
You know, it was just, look, the opportunities were there, and it was just a matter of time running out. And again, look at Markstrom. That save right there, Billy, was on its way across the goal line. He fed it off the inside of his left ankle. He saved a goal right there that would have been the tire. And Zibanejad was great in the period. Panarin was electric in the period. It was great to see the big guys step up. I also thought Fox was great on the back end, sliding up and down the blue line. A lot of the pucks were coming to the net the same way that we saw the Vancouver Canucks in the first 10 minutes of the first period. It's exactly what we saw from the Rangers in the third period. I don't think they could have done any more.
As it is, the Rangers lose 3-2. This the beginning of a season-long 5-game homestand, but it does not end with victory. An exciting game. Crowd continues to file out. We'll continue. Dave Maloney will get reaction from the locker room after this.